Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Gananantva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata anashrunvannotibhisida sadanam Mahaganapataye namaha Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhir Vajinivati Dhinama Vitriyavatu Vagdevyai Namaha Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine Avataravarishthaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Offering my Sastanga Pranam at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna, Mother Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda, I offer my heartfelt namaskars to all of you. In the beginning, I like to wish you a very, very happy New Year and also a very inspiring Kalpataru day. It's a very special event for all of us. In India, we celebrate the New Year in a different way. We get up early in the morning. Then after taking bath and wearing the new cloth, I remember in our childhood, my mother used to prepare a special thing to eat, offered to God and give it. What is that? Neem leaf and jaggery. Neem leaf is very bitter and jaggery is very sweet. As small children, we used to like to take only the jaggery portion and give out the neem leaf, which is very bitter, which is also medicinal in property. But mother used to tell, no, my child, you have to take both of them equally. Then when we question, no, this is sweet, that is bitter, mother used to tell that this is the way to teach. What is that? Life has both bitterness and sweetness, happiness and also sorrow. So you should take them in an equanimous mind. That is the idea. In the beginning of the year, we were taught in this way, giving both. When you take the bitter neem leaf, it is just like the sorrows of the life, difficulties and challenges of the life. You should welcome that too. By that, your personality will become strong. You will become a strong person. You have to accept even the joys and goodness of the life that will make you happy. But you should note that you should take both of them in an equanimous mind, equally. That was the message. So what is the way we teach in India for the Indians and the other part of the world? If you get intoxicated the whole night, then go and dance and enjoy and fall on the ground unconscious, that is some people way of celebrating New Year and the New Year Eve. But we getting up early in the morning, we too fall down. But we fall down at the feet of the Lord, the elders and our parents. So that is the way we celebrate New Year. So there is an ocean of difference. The Sattvic way and the Rajasic and Tamasic way. So now I chanted in the beginning the Ganesha Veda mantra, whereby to invoke Lord Ganesha to bless us all, to remove all the obstacles in our life, as well as Mother Saraswati to give us knowledge and wisdom. Why not Mother Lakshmi? Yes, the moment you get Ganesha and Saraswati, when you get knowledge, wisdom and all the obstacles are removed, automatically Lakshmi will come in. So that is what we have to see. Prosperity, wealth, everything will come when you have wisdom, when you have knowledge. So that is the way we celebrate. And also we should remember our Guru who shows us the path. So before entering into and singing one of the songs of Guru, let me take you through some of the New Year speciality. Ghora Kalyan. Why was the clock so calm on New Year's Day? It had time on its side. What does every year have in store for us? Another 365 days. What was the caterpillar's New Year resolution? To turn over a new leaf. One of the person who was lazy, he tells, my New Year's resolution is to stop procrastinating, but I will wait until tomorrow to start or the next year to start. This lazy guy was telling, I was going to quit all my bad habits for the new year, but then I remembered that nobody likes a quitter. An iPhone and a firework were arrested on the New Year's Eve. What happened to them? One was charged and the other was fired. iPhone was charged and the firework was fired. So now we shall remember Guru, who shows us the way, who removes the ignorance from our life and leads Godward. Now I'm going to sing one song on Guru, indicating Guru Charanana Manalaga. I place my mind at the feet of my Guru. Janama Janamaka Soya Padamana. My mind was sleeping. I was sleeping for many years and many lives. Shabad Sunat, hearing the wonderful mantra and the words of the Guru. Abu Jagare, my mind got up. It woke up. So let me take you through this wonderful song on Guru. Guru Charanana Manalaga Lagare Guru Charanana Manalaga Lagare Guru Charanana Manalaga Janama Janama Ka Soya Padaman Janama Janama Ka शब्द सुनत अब जागा जागा रे, गुरु चरणन मन लागा लागा रे। बहुत कृपा करी गुरु सर्वोपरि, बहुत कृपा करी गुरु सर्वोपरि, मोह माहा निशि भागा भागा रे, मोह माहा निशि भागा भागा रे, गुरु चरणन मन लागा लागा रे। मार्गनित चलत चलत चित्त, गुरु मार्गनित चलत चलत चित्त, आनंद निज उमड़ाया रे, गुरु पद निधि पाया रे पाया रे, संवित सुख निधि पाया पाया रे, गुरु चरणन मन लागा लागा रे, गुरु चरणन मन लागा। जन्म जन्म का सोया पड़ा मन, जन्म जन्म का सोया पड़ा मन, शब्द सुनत अब जागा जागा रे, शब्द सुनत अब जागा जागा रे, गुरु चरणन मन लागा लागा रे, गुरु चरणन मन लागा लागा रे, गुरु चरणन मन, गुरु चरणन मन, गुरु चरणन मन लागा लागा रे। Placing our mind at the guidance of the Guru, let us proceed in this new year to gain whatever we want. There was a tech-savvy artificial intelligence expert who wanted to hoodwink God. So he asked God, "Oh Lord, what is 1 rand in your loka, in your world?" The Lord told, "It is 10 million rands." "Is it? Why did you ask this?" asked the Lord. I was just out of curiosity." "Oh Lord, what is 1 second in your loka, in your world? 10 million years. Is it? Why did you ask it?" "Oh Lord, can you give me 1 rand of your loka?" "Okay, wait for 1 second of my loka." So to wait for 10 million years. So you cannot hoodwink God. So let us see what is God's calculation. 2 friends on a pilgrimage reached a village by evening. Since it was already getting dark, they decided to spend the night in the temple. Soon it started raining. They decided to finish dinner and was about to open their food packets. Just then, a stranger came running and took shelter in the temple. He appeared to be hungry and exhausted. Out of pity, the two friends decided to share their food with him, and the stranger happily agreed. They opened their food packets and saw that the first friend had only 3 rotis with him, and the second had 5 rotis. How to divide 8 rotis among 3 persons? Now, the stranger suggested a simple solution. He asked the two friends to divide each roti into 3 pieces. The resulting 24 pieces were to be shared equally among them. What will be simple mathematics? 8 pieces each. The two friends readily accepted. They all finished dinner and slept. Next morning, the stranger said, "Thank you for your kindness yesterday. I am now leaving. As a token of my gratitude, please accept this." He gave them 8 gold coins and left. The second friend, who had 5 rotis in his food packet, said, "I gave 5 rotis, so I will take 5 gold coins. You gave 3 rotis, so you take 3. The first friend did not agree. "I gave whatever I had. If I had more rotis, I also would have given more. So let us share the coins equally, 4 each." An argument started and they could not resolve it. So they went to the village head and explained the problem and asked him to give him justice. In olden days, the head of the village, who was very intelligent and was a man of character, would be acting like a judge. The village head was equally convinced with both sides of the argument and could not come to any decision. He asked them to give him one more day to think. That night, he prayed to God to suggest him a solution and slept. In the night, God appeared in his dream and said, "The first friend who had 3 rotis should get 1 gold coin, and the other one who had 5 rotis should get 7 gold coins." More confusion. The village head was perplexed and begged God to explain. Then the Lord said, "The 3 rotis of the first friend was divided into 9 parts. He ate 8 parts and gave only 1 part. The 5 rotis of the second friend were divided into 15 parts. He ate 8 parts and gave 7 parts. The gold coins should be divided in accordance with their contribution to the stranger." Next morning, the village head called the two friends and gave his verdict and explained the reasoning for it. There are 3 lessons from this story. What is that? On this New Year Day, we have to keep this in mind. Most time, we fail to understand why of many things which happens in our life. However, God's calculation is always correct. The first friend had a chance to get 3 gold coins, but finally had to settle for 1 coin. Many times, out of greed, we fail to appreciate that what we receive is more than what we deserve. We yearn for more and then end up losing a lot. The merits of charity does not depend on the amount we donate. A person earning Rand 1000 may donate 200 Rand for charity. Another person who earns 1000 million may donate 200 million for charity. The first person's charity is superior because in spite of his meager earning, he was able to donate some money. The second person could have donated much more but did not. So, don't worry about the poverty and the richness. What is true richness? Richness of life is measured by 2 things. What is it? Joy and gratitude. joy of sharing what we have, and gratitude for what we receive. So now find out on this special day, are you richer today than yesterday with these two wonderful qualities? Yeah. Now, after getting the New Year message, let me take you through another beautiful aspect of today's speciality, that is Kalpataru. Many of us here pronounce it as Kalpataru, Kalpataru. It is Kalpataru, wish-yielding tree. Taru means tree, or Kalpa Vriksha. Vriksha means tree. So Kalpataru Divasa. Now, Ramakrishna, our master, in the gospel, he is telling, he is born in vain, who having attained the human birth, so difficult to get, does not attempt to realize God in this very life. A man is rewarded according to his thoughts and motives. The Lord, Satchit Ananda, the Parabrahma Swarupa, the Lord, is like Kalpataru, wish-yielding tree. These are the words of Master. Kalpataru, the wish-yielding tree of heaven. Everyone gets from him whatever he seeks. A poor man's son, a wonderful example is given by Sri Ramakrishna. A poor man's son, having received education and becoming a judge of the High Court by hard work, is apt to think, now I'm happy. I have reached the highest rung of the ladder. It is all right now. To him, the Kalpa Vriksha, Kalpataru Lord says, do thou remain so? But when the judge of the High Court retires on pension and reviews his past, he understands that he has wasted his life on silly things. And he exclaims, alas, what real work have I done in this life? To him, the Kalpavriksha, the Lord again says, alas, what hast thou done? So whatever you want, you get. So now, let us again hear Sri Ramakrishna's word. What is that? Faith. Faith sees the invisible, believes the incredible, and receives the impossible. Again, faith sees the invisible, believes the incredible, and receives the impossible. So, on this special day, let us gain this. What is that? Faith in God. Now, one cannot help imagining some sort of connection between New Year's Day and the day of Kalpataru, the self-revelation of Master. The New Year's Day is a day of joy, hope, and eager expectation. Everyone hopes to have a happy, prosperous, and peaceful year ahead. In many countries, an effigy of the old man is made with the past year inscribed on it. At midnight, amidst jubilant shout, song, and dance, the old man is burnt. Ring out the old, ring in the new, they say, as the new year is ushered in. But just a year later, this new year loses its newness, and we are ready for yet another new year. Can we not have a new year that would remain new always? Can we not have a new year that would remain new always? Yes, we can, but not in the sense we think. A new year that is not bound by time is conceivable only in dimension that transcends time. From the spiritual standpoint, New Year, signifying a new life, a new spiritual birth, becomes all the more meaningful because its newness is not a temporary phenomenon. All our spiritual endeavors initially are meant to hasten the coming of this true New Year. But in order to participate in the New Year celebration, the old man of worldly desires has to be set on fire through discernment, viveka, discrimination between the real and the unreal, then dispassion, vairagya, renunciation, then prayer, prarthana, and devotion to God, bhakti. When the mind becomes sufficiently pure, the new year sets in. Ramakrishna, who became the Kalpataru, the wish-yielding tree, then approaches us, fills our hearts with divine grace. Equipped with this strengthening grace, we are able to combat the subtle obstacles that block the path to higher levels of spiritual life. We then find no difficulty in cleansing our minds of the subtle desires and impulses that are still present in our otherwise pure mind. Thus, blessed, our every succeeding moment becomes converted into a new year every day, lifting us higher and higher towards perfection and fulfillment. So, we have got a new way by which we can convert every day of our year into new year. Our most revered President Maharaj, the Sangha Guru, most revered Gautamamanandaji Maharaj, always whenever he used to ask to be singing a song, he would sing one Purandaradasa's song. That was in the Kannada language because he was from Bangalore. So he used to sing that song, his favorite song. What is that? Indina dinave shubha dinavu, indina vara shubha vara. What is that? Hariyanu nenesida divasa shubha divasa. This moment, this second, this day will become an auspicious day. How? The moment you start remembering God, thinking of God, meditating on God, that very second will be converted into a festival. So now, how can you convert every day into a joyful, spiritually elevated new year always? By thinking of God, meditating on God, doing charity, helping the poor, helping the needy. So, if you convert your life into this pattern, then you can convert every day of yours into this wonderful, joyful, prosperous new year. So, and that is the significance of Kalpataru Day celebration on the 1st of January. It's a reminder to every devotee of the unforgettable event at Kashipur and of the redeeming power of the Lord. It is also a gentle hint to the serious spiritual aspirants to look beyond the physical aspects of the episode and to concentrate on its spiritual implication. It is in this sense that the bestowal of Kalpataru grace is not limited to only few devotees that had gathered at Kashipur on January 1st, 1886. It is as valid and true today as it was then in 1886. And it is to recapture that mood of the participation in the inspiring event at Kashipur that the 1st of January holds a special meaning to all of us. Now, I'll take you through one Namavali depicting this short dhun, He Kalpataru, addressing Sri Ramakrishna as the wish-yielding tree Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru. This song or this small Namavali is in the raga Yaman. Addressing Sri Ramakrishna as Kalpataru, He Kalpataru. He is Sambodhana Vibhakti, addressing, O Lord, you are Kalpataru. He Vishwaguru. You are the Guru of this whole universe. He Prema Rupa Avatar. Prema Rupa, you are of the form of love. He Prema Rupa Avatar. He Sharadapati, you are the spouse or the husband of Sharada Devi. You are also the Lord of this world, Jagatapati. He Sharadapati, you are the Lord of Sharada Devi, Jagatapati. Tuma Karo Mama Uddhar. What is meant by the Uddhar? It is also there in Hindi. Sanskrit, everything is Uddhar, means deliverance, lifting us up from this quagmire. Tum karo mama uddhar. Bhajo Rama Krishna, Japo Rama Krishna. Please repeat this song after me. He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Prema Rupa Avatar, He Prema Rupa Avatar, He Prema Rupa Avatar, He Prema Rupa Avatar, He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, Tum karo mama uddhar. Tum karo mama uddhar. Tum karo mama uddhar. Tum karo mama uddhar. He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, He Sharadapati, Jagatapati, Tum karo mama uddhar. Tum karo mama uddhar. Tum karo mama uddhar. To make you sing a little louder, many times everywhere I use some of the techniques. So you are very sattvic and very soft. I want you to be a little rajasic and more louder. So to make you sing a louder, I will just tell you one anecdote. What is that? You know, in Africa there is a lot of crime. An old person was watching TV and many thieves came in, tied him up and started stealing everything. They took away even the TV which he was watching. He was just quite mum, closing his mouth. All his relatives came running. They told, Father, why didn't you give a shout? We were just in the other room. We would come and save you. We would have chased the thieves. Well, yes, I too wanted to shout. Then why didn't you shout? If I would have opened my mouth to shout, then they would have seen my 4 golden teeth in my mouth. And they would have knocked off that golden tooth too. To save that, I tightly closed my mouth. So now I tell you, do not worry about your golden tooth. Open your mouth loudly and sing. Master will protect you, the Lord will protect you, okay? He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Prema Rupa Avatar, He Prema Rupa Avatar, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, Tum karo mama uddhar, Tum karo mama uddhar, Tum karo mama uddhar, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, He Sharadapati Jagatapati, Tum karo mama uddhar, Tum karo mama uddhar, Tum karo mama uddhar, Tum karo mama uddhar, Tum karo mama uddhar. He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Kalpataru, He Vishwaguru, He Prema Rupa Avatar, He Prema Rupa Avatar. Bhajo Rama Krishna, Japo Rama Krishna,
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 Narayana Hari Hari Narayana
Narayana Hari Hari Narayana,
Narayana Hari Hari Narayana
Narayana Hari Hari Narayana,
Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Hari Hari Narayana Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Narayana Hari Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Narayana. Another beautiful teaching of Sri Ramakrishna is that God is a Kalpataru, the wish fulfilling tree. You will certainly get whatever you ask Him, but you must pray standing near the Kalpataru. Only then will your prayers be fulfilled. But you must remember another thing: God knows your inner feeling. He is your indweller, Antaryamin. A man gets the fulfillment of the desire he cherishes while practicing sadhana. As one thinks, so one receives. So you must go to the Kalpataru and pray. Only then will you obtain the fruits. Another beautiful saying by Swami Premananda, one of the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna, direct disciple, Swami Premanandaji tells, yes, Sri Ramakrishna is the Kalpataru, he is full of fruits. But if you want the fruits, you should go and shake the tree. Then only the fruits will fall. If you don't shake the tree, then the fruits doesn't come to you. So now, the first day of January, besides being the new year, is of special significance to us. This is a day of self-revelation of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna used to tell, earlier avatars, they came, they showed their wonderful opulence and glories and everything. But this time, the Gadadhara Vishnu or Gaya Vishnu Narayana, how has he come? What is the avatar? It is Chadmavesha. What is Chadmavesha? Incognito. How is it? Can you explain? Sri Ramakrishna himself explains. Just like the king, when he has to depend upon the ministers always and others, espionage and the spies to know the condition of his kingdom. But sometimes he will cover up himself. He will dress somebody, something like a beggar or a businessman, and goes out to the kingdom to meet the people there and find out what is the condition. So he doesn't go with the king's attire. No glory. He will cover it up. So that's called incognito, Chadmaveshadari. So this avatara is like that. The moment people come to know that I am the avatara, the glory, then I have to quit. I can't stay here. So on this day, it's called the self-revelation day, where Sri Ramakrishna, who had covered himself and living like an ordinary person, that day he declared to one and all who he was. This is the day of self-revelation of Sri Ramakrishna, when he became what he now popularly called as a Kalpataru, the wish-fulfilling tree. It happened on January 1st, 1886 at Kashipur, where Sri Ramakrishna was undergoing the treatment. January 1st is a red letter day in the calendar of the devotees of Sri Ramakrishna everywhere in the world. This day is so important, not because it happens to be the first day of the new year, but because symbolically it came to be the first day of the new life for the devotees. On this day, in 1886, Sri Ramakrishna showered his unbounded grace on all the lay devotees, householder devotees who had assembled at Kashipur garden house. In the afternoon, the master came downstairs unexpectedly and sauntered in the garden towards the assembly of the devotees. And within a few minutes, in a singular sweeping act of grace, he touched each one of them with the flame of transmuting power. This flame was ignited for the day by redoubtable Girish Chandra Ghosh, whom Sri Ramakrishna is to mention that he has not just 100% faith, he has 200% faith. So it is faith which brought out the revelation. So when you want every day Sri Ramakrishna to be the Kalpataru, your Kalpataru, then your faith can bring that out. So it was Girish Chandra Ghosh who brought it out. This flame was ignited for the day by redoubtable Girish Chandra Ghosh. Stopping near him in the garden, Sri Ramakrishna had asked, "Well, Girish, what have you found in me that you proclaim me before all as an incarnation?" At once he fell on his knees with folded palms raised in adoration and his voice charged with emotion. Girish replied, "What can an insignificant creature like me say about one whose glory even sages like Vyasa Maharshi in the Mahabharata or in all the Puranas and Valmiki Maharshi in the Ramayana could not measure? The depth, charge of the intensity of faith with which Girish had uttered these words brought about a volcanic explosion from within the ocean of grace that was Sri Ramakrishna. And he went all out in divine abandon to confer on the devotees greatest blessings of life spiritual, irrespective of consideration of competency. We should not. I told you, faith. If you have that faith, then what happens in Bhagavad Gita? Lord Krishna has declared, "Apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananya bhak sadureva samantavyam samyak vyavasito hi saha." What is the meaning of that? Apichet sudurachara. Durachari means the worst of the sinners. Character completely gone. Worst of the sinners. Durachari itself is very bad personality. Sudurachari means rank hypocrite. Apichet, even if he might be the worst of the sinners. Bhajate mam ananya bhak. If he worships me with one-pointedness, sadhureva samantavyam, know him to be a saint, because within a short while he will be transformed. These are the words of Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Go and see that shloka, apichet suduracharo bhajate mam ananyabhak sadhureva samantavyam. He will become a saint. He will be transformed into a saint, so that faith can transform everybody. That's what Girish has told. Now Sri Ramakrishna spoke in these three simple sentences, the greatest blessing of the Most High. What more shall I bless you all of you be illumined. What more shall I tell? I say, I bless you all, be illumined. One of the devotees who was there, another great devotee was Ramachandra Datta, a relative of Swami Vivekananda. He narrates what happened. With transfixed gaze, we all kept looking at his face. His entire body being covered with cloth because it was winter. In the northern hemisphere, it is winter now, very cold. So he was covered, entire body was covered with cloth. No other part of his body was visible but his face. So you to imagine now you have to go to Kashipur and now hear that, be one, you should start meditating on that wonderful scene. His face was visible. That luster and unprecedented beauty of his that we witnessed on that day are just beyond delineation. Gradually, he drew near us and raising his right hand said, what more shall I tell you? May spiritual consciousness be awakened in all of you. What was the words, exact word in Bengali? Tomader ami ar ki bolbo, ami bolitechi je shokoler chaitanya hok. So saying, he began to place his palm one by one on the chests of all the devotees who had assembled there. As a result of which, everyone became mad as it were with bliss. Whomsoever we saw before us that day, we caught hold of him and brought before the Lord to get that grace. Sri Ramakrishna showered his grace on all of them. We were all stirred to our depths with joy, finding that the Lord had become the Kalpataru, knowing fully well that such a day, so rare to the jivas, that is the living beings, will not come again. We began to run hither and thither to seek out persons until none was left. Shouts of victory to Sri Ramakrishna, Jai Sri Ramakrishna, Jai Sri Ramakrishna continued to resound in the firmament. Incessant raining of flowers by devotees on the Lord went on, and the ocean of bliss, Ananda, was in deluge. All this time, he was standing in Bhava Samadhi, ecstasy. Deeply moved at this manifestation of their devotion, Sri Ramakrishna touched every one of them, as a result of which all of them had instantaneous spiritual experiences. Sri Ramakrishna himself said that the wind of God's grace was always blowing. One had only to unfurl the sail. The boatman had to unfurl the sail. But here, on this day, there was no need of even unfurling the sail. The wind itself became the unfurled sail too, and lapped up the soul in the empyrean heights of spiritual experiences. This was a violation of spiritual law, which God incarnate alone could indulge in. Sri Ramakrishna himself had also said that the mother bird does not break the shell of the egg before the chick was mature enough to be born in the inclemency of the world weather. But here we find the mother bird, Sri Ramakrishna, becoming aggressive with her compassion and breaking the eggs before chicks were ready. If this is not God's soul hunger, what is this? Now, this violation of spiritual law, this aggression of compassion, if it happened only for a day, it would be a dead day of bygone history. But the action of God incarnate on earth, though there may be actions in history, are indeed accents of the timeless in the heart of the time, even as actions temporal, they are but the manners of the eternal. The God incarnate on earth, even after casting off his corporeal body, stays alive in the next room after his passion. This is the word of Bible, to whom also he showed himself alive after his passion by many infallible proofs. Acts 1:3. To say, in the singular acts which he had performed while living alive on earth, if the wound of Christ's body was not even today bleeding in the mystic world process, how could the mystics receive stigmata? Even to this day, the embodied soul can comprehend the eternal Nitya only in his Leela, the divine sports as an incarnation. Hence, Bhagavatam emphasizes on Leela Smarana. When we think of this play of the Lord, which happened on January 1st, then we can relive it. Every day we can get this Kalpataru day. If the aspirant can bring his power of concentration to the pointedness of a gramophone pin, you all know the gramophone, only the older generation can know the gramophone pin. Pointedness of if you bring his power of concentration to the pointedness of a gramophone pin and set it on the disc of Leela, the play of God, the eternal music can be heard again. If one can have the Gopi heart, Krishna flute can be heard on the bank of Yamuna, on the bank of Kalindi, or the time that flows as Yamuna, the eternal one roams about, flute in hand. The only way of apprehending him is the devout observance of the religious calendar for Leela Smarana, thinking of that act, remembrance of divine deeds. So, in the calendar of Ramakrishna tradition, January 1 is one of the most significant days, being the day of the law-breaking, aggressive compassion of the Lord. If the devotees of the Lord want this aggression to continue, they must rouse in their heart on this day the divine passion which devotees did on January 1st, 1886. If the calf, if you have seen the cow and the calf, many people, many children of the younger generation knows where does the milk come from? From the packet in the dairy. But if you have seen how the calf goes and then with its mouth to the udder of the mother cow, it pushes it beats that. Then the mother releases the milk for that cow. So, the divine passion, if the calf strikes the udder of the mother cow with its tender lips, how cannot the milk of grace of Sri Ramakrishna help flowing again? For the remembrance of the divine deeds of the Lord, we must know as many details of these deeds as possible from all available sources. So, on later inquiry, known the devotees blessed by the Master on that day had wonderful spiritual experiences and visions. Some felt bliss and a sort of divine intoxication. Some experienced the creeping, blissful sensation of rising of the Kundalini Shakti. Some saw ecstatic vision of their chosen deities, and some saw divine light. All the experiences were unique, each in its own way. Although they differed in their content, the feeling of being filled with an extraordinary divine bliss was common to all. The Master had granted unstinted grace to one and all. Some felt that he had revealed himself as the Kalpataru on that day. Now, the Kashipur residence, which now houses the center of Ramakrishna order, became naturally the focus of attention. Sri Ramakrishna had stayed in the house for more than 8 months, and to crown all, had showered this special grace on the devotees on the 1st of January. Even today, devotees of Sri Ramakrishna from all over the world pour into the holy precincts of Kashipur house to feel the living presence of Master. Even now, some of the devotees from South Africa are there in Kashipur enjoying this bliss. So, by singing one last song and the final message, I will conclude my talk on this Kalpataru. So let us go through one song having the name of all the three. And what is that song? It is in Rag Bhairavi. Sri Ramakrishna Mangalakar. Sri Ramakrishna Mangalakari. O Lord Ramakrishna, you are the one who gives us auspiciousness. Namo Narayana, you are the avatar of Narayana. Bhava Dukkahari, you have come to remove the sorrow of this world. Narendra Sevita Jiva Hitakari, you have been served by none other than the world renowned Narendra or Swami Vivekananda, who does good to the world, Jiva Hitakari, to all the living beings. Sharada Pujita Bhuvana Vihari, you were worshipped by none other than Mother Sharada Devi. Sharanagata Jana Rakshanakari, you will protect the one who have surrendered at your feet. Namo Narayana, I bow down to you, the avatar of Narayana, Nararupadari, who has taken a human form. Shri Ramakrishna Mangalakari, Shri Ramakrishna Mangalakari, Namo Narayana Bhavadukkahari, Namo Narayana Bhavadukkahari, Narendra Sevita Jiva Hitakari, Narendra Sevita Jiva Hitakari, Sharada Pujita Bhuvana Vihari, Sharada Pujita Bhuvana Vihari, Sharanagata Jana Rakshanakari, Sharanagata Jana Rakshanakari, Namo Narayana Nararupadhari, Namo Narayana Nararupadhari. Shri Ramakrishna Mangalakari, Shri Ramakrishna Mangalakari, Shri Krishna Jai Jai, Ram 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 Krishna Jai Jai. So what is the New Year message that we have to take on this Kalpataru day? Nature and God speak to man through silence, through events and happenings. Shall we take the above incident as Lord's sermon in silence? What message that the Lord conveyed to us through the Kalpataru incidents? Just to redeem souls. He has come here to redeem souls, give salvation, and show the path to ultimate freedom. He takes up a human body and undergoes all tribulation incidental to life on earth. There is no limit to his love and grace, no distinction whether you are fit or unfit. He will not make any distinction whether you are worthy or unworthy, eligible or not eligible. For his grace and love, he is easily approachable, reachable, and attainable by everyone and all equally. Just we have to turn our face towards him. So what are we to do? We have to attend all through the year, all duties of life, discharging all the responsibilities of life, earning one's own livelihood, living with all joyfully. One can realize God easily through faith, love and devotion to God. Let the body and mind work in the world. With heart, love only God. Remain immersed in God internally. Then all external activities will move smoothly and all the sorrows will vanish and there will be bliss and bliss alone. May the doors to spiritual perfection open for all of us in the sublime realm of divinity. Wishing you all a happy New Year and Kalpataru day. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.